All right, what's going on, brother? Trying something else new, trying something new out with this little video of myself while we're going through the week. So just something cool to do. All right, so we're going over here Monday, April 26th through to Friday the 30th. So I hope you're having a great time in Florida, brother. And yeah, it's sweet that you're able to go to the gym earlier in the week, which is that gym looks really cool. So yeah, glad to see that you're having a great time down there. All right, so no videos here, so we're gonna start on Wednesday. So basically, since we're working on a 5-day on, 2-day off schedule, I'm moving forwards, which is fine. I just changed a few things up. You'll see next week. I did my best to kind of split things up so that, you have a little bit of like non-complementary things day after day so that you can kind of survive in a sense so that you're not getting trashed. So we'll see how you like it. If it's too tough to go 5 in a row, then we can chat and we can all always see if we can switch things up a bit. But I think the way it's set up, you should be okay. So I'll just be interesting to see how next week goes for you. All right, so starting on Wednesday here. So we've got front squat, jerk drive, pause, split jerk. So I already know I made the comment, but the pause and the jerk is only in the catch, not in the dip. So I want a full speed dip. I don't want a pause in the dip and then a catch. All right, so let's see here. We got front squat, drive, good drive. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so obviously no pause in the dip. So what I want to see, I'm gonna give you 2 tips real easy, and then we'll get those sorted out, and then we can tackle a little more specific on the actual jerk. So I've made this comment before on the push press, but it's always good to kind of hear it over and over until that one time when it clicks and you're just like, all right, I'm never gonna do that again. You gotta keep these legs straight and extended right before we dip. So right here, what I want you to do is I want you to suck in and I want you to straighten those legs and flex those quads. So these muscles right here, flex those, straighten the leg, and nice and tight in the diaphragm. And then from there, you're nice and tall, and then you can dip and you'll feel, you almost want your legs to feel like a little bit of a spring there, okay? So we don't want to start the dip with bent legs. Second thing is, if you can, I'd like to see this bar a little more in the palm here than in the fingertips, right? So a little more in the palm if you can. I know it's tough with the wrist mobility for some people. I think you can work on that though. Just because it's stronger to have the bar, it's a stronger position to have the bar sitting more in the palm. So maybe about like right here, then back in the fingertips. Because when you push in the fingertips, you have to, like the bar is going to transfer from here. And then as you press, it's going to kind of move like that. So we just want to eliminate that as a possibility for a miss. Okay. So those are the 2 cues there. Straighten those legs right here and try to get the bar a little more in the palm. And what you can do with that, you can use that jerk drive as an opportunity to kind of, if you have lost, so let's say you clean it and you catch in your fingertips, you can always like pop it up and move it a little bit. Or in this complex specifically, you can use that jerk drive to drive it. And then as you catch it in the palm a little bit. Okay. But dude, 175 for that. That's good. I think if you eliminate that pause in the dip and it's a pause and just a catch, I feel like next week or this upcoming week, you'll easily have more than 175. So strict handstand push up, 6-6-5-5. Yeah, that's great gains, dude. I think I made a comment saying like use a mat or something here to protect your head. I don't know what that floor is like. And just on those first couple here, where are we? Yeah, just on those first couple, really make sure to lock this out a little bit more. So like, you know, right right there, that's your like peak of your lockout. So just make sure on those first couple, because if we keep going those last ones, you do a better job. Just make sure to really get your head through and lock your shoulders out right from the get-go, right? Because it doesn't matter if that leads to one less rep. I'd rather you get in the habit of doing that, and then we'll build from there. But yeah, that's great, man. 6,655, really good. Looking great, man. Looking comfortable kicking up to the wall too. So that's fucking great. Prone row, yep. The reason I put prone rows here, if you're curious, is because I think in the next day you have gymnastics endurance, and I chose to put the strict pull-ups there. So I didn't want you doing strict pull-ups 2 days in a row. So that's the reason for that. And prone rows just get you fucking jacked. So, and then assault bike. Okay, good. It's good that the 63 to 65 is better. So we're gonna build from that moving forward. So you'll see next week how that goes. All right. So good day. And session RPE was 5 to 6. Yeah, that's what I expected. It was just first session back after a little bit of a travel and everything. So that's what I'm expecting. So that's perfect. All righty. So now we are on day 2, Thursday. Okay. So we're doing power clean from the high block, and you said you don't have blocks, so that's fine. So here, just one sec, gotta close the door here. All right. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to do clean from the high block is because obviously one of the issues with the clean is the extension, and I really find that doing a clean from the block above the knee, it really teaches us how to extend. So a few things we can do. I think for next week or this upcoming week, I put in a power clean plus full clean. So the power clean is gonna hopefully help with getting you to extend a little bit more on that first rep. But what we can also do is you can use plates as a block. You can use 45s and you can stack them, and you'll be taking that, just stack them to a height where the bar with the plates on it sits above your knee. You can try that out. Maybe I'll think about doing that the week after. That could be a good option. But anyways, man, I was stoked to see this 190. Damn, like 190 power clean, eh? That's really good. So I think you said that this was 175 that you attached here. Okay. Okay, let's see. I really like it, man. I like how it's looking. Really like it. Okay. So I'm gonna pick apart. Let's just pick it apart a little bit. So much better lately, and this angle really exaggerates the improvement that we've seen in the hips off the ground, like the pull off the ground, especially in the clean that used to give you some troubles a couple weeks ago. So I really like this, how you are staying over the bar, the hips are rising naturally, and you're pushing with the legs. Very, very good. You got that full leg extension to get out of the way of the bar. You're pulling the bar in, which is great. Feet are staying in contact with the floor, which is money. And it's a good, dude, that's a good position to be pulling from, staying over the bar. I really think that the only thing that we just got to learn how to do is to, right here, you just got to get a little bit more aggressive. Like you hit that point and you can think about like stomping your feet. I think I said that last week. So just get, like, that's actually a good extension, man. It's not that bad. So I just think you got to get a little more aggressive After this, like at this point, get a little more aggressive, and then as you pull to turn it over, punch it, like punch those elbows high and get aggressive and like own the bar when you turn it over, right? Own it. Don't like extend and then let the bar own you and fall on you. So you really want to get here and then boom, punch the elbows, keep the hips back a little bit. All right. I think it might just be the power, because if we watch this, let's see here. Yeah, the full clean is a little better. So that's what, yeah, I think that's going to be the cue for this week to think about is after the extension, a little more aggressive as you pull. And then as you punch, I want you to punch and keep the hips back. So you're going to pull and then catch like this versus catching like this. Because catching like this is not very stable. You got to be more like that. All right. So that's what I want you to be thinking about on the turnover for this upcoming week. But man, like the bar path, fucking really good. Like very, very good. It's a really good looking clean right now. So if we clean that up, that turnover a little bit, I'm excited to see what that looks like. So really good job, man. Okay, touch and go deads. Yeah, I watched these too. Yeah, I think the comment that I made is just a little tighter up here in the upper back, just a little tighter. So like right from this point. So you're here, and then right from that point, I want you to like this from the top there. So you're going to deadlift it up, and then as you descend, really get the upper shoulders back and a little bit tighter. That would be my piece of feedback. I like this this video here, that I'm able to like give you some visual cues. So yeah, that's what I would say for that. I think you got a lot of room to grow into these deads, so I'm excited to see what you do with that. Floor press, it's great to hear that was easy. So I basically took like 90% of the set of 10 that you did last week, and I did 3 sets. So next week we're gonna do heavier. Obviously, just try to keep chipping away at the floor press there, firm carry, and then body weight endurance. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I think in the comments you're progressing on this as I'd expect, just building volume in a lot of these skills. And yeah, it's really hot, so you're dripping during that. Yeah, I mean, fuck, it is what it is, right? I remember last summer, 2 summers ago here in Burlington, it was like a brutally hot month in August. And I remember like doing workouts here, and I would be like no shirt, like I would have like these cyclist shorts on, just like dying, like going through like 2 Gatorades and like 5 bottles of water during a session. So I know the feeling, man. So let me know if it becomes an issue, and we can see what we can do. But yeah, really impressed with the gymnastics progress lately, dude. So keep it up. And we got one more here. So Friday. So we got some snatches. Okay. So it felt pretty good, like the extension, faster punch. Yeah, so this is, again, I love EMOMs because it just gives you lots of touches, and it's just good volume to get in. So I like this pull. I really like your position. I like how you stay over. Right here, this is, again, right here, I really like this. I like how you're pulling the bar in and keeping it close. And I think that is that's a good extension, man. It's good. Yeah. Um, I think I agree with you. Like a little bit faster punch. I think what you can think about um, is keeping the. I think you can think about keeping the knuckles down a tad longer. Um, let's just see here. Let me. I want to see one more thing. Yeah, I think you can think about keeping the knuckles down a tad longer, and you can think about more pull and punch versus hit and swing and punch. It's very subtle, but I think if you think about keeping the knuckles down just a tad longer, then after you extend here, you extend. If your knuckles are still down, then it forces you to pull into punch versus if you're here and then your knuckles start to float out, like right here, then it's hard to do that. It's going to kind of swing out. So if you keep it like this versus here after the extension, that might give you that might help. So maybe I'll think about putting in like a pull plus a snatch to prime that. But I think maybe let's just see if thinking about it that helps. But I really like that one, man. Really good. So I would work on that. This one, I think from what I remember, this one was. Let's just see here. All right. Yeah, I didn't really like that first one. You kind of bumped it out. Hold on. So you're a little early here on your extension. So if you just see look at your feet right in the power position, a little early, just jumped the gun a little bit. And then as a result, you kind of bumped it out and you kind of cut your extension a little bit. Let's just watch some of the other ones. Okay. Let's watch the last one here. That one wasn't bad. Yeah, there's a lot I could say on those. I'm gonna go off. Let's go off of this one. I think this is your best one. I like this one the most. So let's go off of that. Let's go off of that tip that I just gave. So you can either think now that I watch it again, actually. So you can keep the knuckles down longer, but also you really want to keep the shoulders internally rotate a little bit more so that the elbows kind of come up this way versus this way. So both of those things I think will help. And we'll go off of that video and then we'll see how next week looks and then we'll make more comments. But yeah, that's good. Good volume, no misses on that. It's really good. Like your baseline is raising really, really great in terms of like how you're able to be consistent at certain loads. It's really good. Good mornings. Couldn't film. That's good. Same idea with the floor press. Kind of just went off of the first week's set of 10, took a percentage, and now we're gonna build from here. So really good. I laughed when I saw this that you despise these. It's hilarious. I mean, they're shitty, but they're making you better. So probably keep rolling with them, and maybe we'll kind of alternate weeks. Maybe I'll throw in like a variation every other week. We'll see. But no, they suck. That's a good thing. And then, yeah, this was great to see too. Good pacing here. This is just a lot of good movements to pair together in an EMOM. Just training like muscle endurance and consistency. So I have an idea in mind of a test that I want to give you like in a month, 2 months maybe. And this right here is like starting it's like stoking the fire a little bit. And we're going to kind of get more specific and move towards that over time. All right. But yeah, like I said, I saw your note at the end of the week, how like, it's the end of the week and found it a little tough. I mean, obviously, yeah. And I'm just interested to see how you do with the 5 day in a row structure moving forward with the 2 days off. Cause like you might feel really shitty on a Friday and you can expect to feel like pretty beat up after the Friday sessions just because it's 5 days in a row of like hard training, right? But see how you feel after 2 days rest. And try not to like overdo things on the weekend in terms of like, I don't know, going to do something that's really gonna like wreck you. But yeah, I think it should be okay. So I'm interested to see how it goes. But yeah, man. Hopefully you have a good week coming up. Don't forget to book your call for the month. I sent you a message on that, and don't forget to send the e-transfer for the next 3 months. If you remember, I was talking about how like we're gonna go on a 3 month payment, save a little bit of money, or if you want to pay for the flexibility of going month to month, then it's gonna be a little bit more. And I sent you a message about that. All right. So yeah, let me know if you got a question, and see you next week, bud.